Hello friends, today I am going to discuss one subject with you on the fumigation with aluminium phosphide. See, generally we have the set procedure since ages and conducting the fumigation of the food grain with a set procedure. The Bureau of Indian Standard has reworked on this procedure and has revised under the Fumigation of Agriculture Produce Code of Practice, Part 5, General Requirement. That is the first revision. And if we talk about the aluminum phosphide in particular, so under Part 3, they have revised the procedure. Okay. So as you know, what is the existing procedure? Existing procedure we used to see fumigate the stock by applying tablet in the ratio of 60-40. 60% we used to see place on the top of the top side of the stack and 40% all the four sides. So this was the existing procedure. Now the BAS appointed a committee which is basically was responsible for formulation of standard, and that committee actually recommended the revised procedure for fumigation of food grain with aluminum phosphide. This standard was revised incorporating the latest technological developments in the field of fumigation of agricultural produce, and the major changes which have been brought out by the committee, recommended by the committee, are: first is that the fumigation process has been modified. This is the first. Second is the steps for gas monitoring has also been included. Third, the guideline for disposal of waste included in the detail. Then last, the record pertaining to fumigation detail has been updated as per the modification. So these are the four modifications which have been recommended by the committee. As per earlier procedure, we used to calculate the dose of the aluminum phosphide based upon the weight, means 9 gram per metric ton of the food grain. So accordingly, we used to calculate and apply the aluminum phosphide tablets. But with the revised procedure, the BAC has advised to calculate the dose on the volume basis, not on the weight basis. So accordingly, if the volume of a stack is to be calculated, so we'll have to multiply length, multiply by breadth, multiply by height, and we'll calculate the volume in cubic meter. The dose recommended by the BS on the volume basis is that the minimum recommended dose of aluminum phosphide is 2 to 3 gram of phosphine. I am talking about phosphine, not the tablet. 2 to 3 gram of phosphine per cubic meter means 2 to 3 tablets per cubic meter. You know that 3 gram tablet releases 1 gram of the phosphine. So that's why 2 to 3 tablets per cubic meter dose is to be applied as per the revised procedure. Now, the committee also observed that if the stack is stored on a wooden crate, then what the procedure should be adopted, and if the stack is not stored on the wooden crate, then what should be done. So first I will talk about the stack which have been placed on the wooden crate, right? So according to the recommendation, they have said, make the stack uniform in the height, measure the length, breadth and height, and calculate the volume of the including sheet, preferably including the sheet. Cover the stack, then measure the volume. Okay. Then after calculating the volume, the dose should be calculated, how much quantity should be applied in a stack according to the volume at the rate of 2 to 3 gram of the phosphine per cubic meter. Right. So now how to apply on the stack which is stacked on the wooden plate. Okay. So while dosing, the tablet should not be heaped. This is one first. It should not be that put it in one heap and fumigation will be conducted. No. Tablets should be spread out evenly on a tray or craft or enamel tray, right? So that the residue material can be collected at the end of the fumigation for proper disposal after deactivation, right? When the stack has been built on the wooden pallet, the tray containing the tablet can be placed at the base of the stack. Okay, it may be at one or two places, three places, or on the side of the, but it should be placed in the tray. The other one is then when the stack is not placed on the wooden crate. So what is the procedure should be? So in the absence of wooden pallet as dunnage, the tablet held in thin bag, cloth bag, and put 10 tablets in that. You make in Punjabi you can say it guthli, or in English you can say it becomes a sachet, right? So that may be distributed along the four sides of the stack. So each cloth bag containing 10 tablets should be distributed evenly on the four sides of the stack. Here you must note that the top side of the stack has not been included in this. Only four sides have been included. Better is that the application of the aluminum phosphide should be made in the form of sachet. So sachet are available easily in the market, and if the sachet is available, then when one sachet contains about generally 34 gram aluminum phosphide, which releases 11 gram of the phosphine. So it provides easy application and convenient for disposal of the after the fumigation. So the major advantage with the sachet formulation is that the residue or the unspent powder is retained in the pouch itself, and therefore there is no product contamination, right? No, these two procedures have been prescribed. No, the BAS has also included what steps should be taken, right? So first is the operator should wear gas mask and hand gloves before handling the tablets in or the sachet. After dispensing the fumigation, cover the stack with the fumigation cover immediately and make it totally airtight, completely airtight, pressing the sheet cover all round with the sand snakes. Sand snakes are generally consisting of 1 meter and with a diameter of 15 centimeter, filled with at least 80% of the dry sand. So it will press the sides and there will be no chances of the leakage. Further, the operation should be completed within half an hour. Why in half an hour? See, after half an hour, with the atmospheric relative humidity, the aluminum phosphide tablets start releasing aluminum phosphine gas. So it will be wasted as well as it can harm the human being. Then check any leakage after covering the stack, applying the aluminum phosphide tablets. See, check the leakage of the fumigant around the stack using an electronic phosphine leak checker and rectify the leakage. If leakage is there, then try to find out where the leakage is, because there been electronic phosphine leak checker will tell you the point where the leakage is there. So you have to make it airtight. Now, whenever the aluminum phosphide fumigation is carried out, immediately after dosing, a placard or a warning sign board should be placed near the stack, which containing the detail the fumigant used, name of the fumigation agency, contact number, etc., so that in the case of any emergency, one can contact you or the operator. Preferably, the fumigated area should be cordoned with the ribbon barrier, right? So that is the procedure. I know it is a little bit difficult, but at least outside the outer gate of the godown, such warning sign can be placed practically by the depot operation officers. Now, during the fumigation period, it is important to measure. You have conducted the fumigation. Now, whether the aluminum phosphide releasing phosphine as per the requirement. So, measure the phosphine gas concentration inside the enclosure at 24 or 48 hour interval. Using how to do it? Using high range phosphine monitor, right? So its range is it can measure 1 ppm to 2000 ppm. That is called using high range phosphine monitor, right? So now other thing which is important, which earlier it was not there. So the committee has recommended that on the last day, when the exposure of the stack takes place, you are putting off the cover. So how much the concentration inside the stack should be there? Okay. So according to them, the concentration of phosphine inside the stack should be 500 ppm or more. This is for the general insects, okay, or other insects. But for Trogoderma, the committee has specifically advised that the concentration of phosphine should be 1000 ppm or more. It should not be 500 for general. So 5000 ppm. Here it is the point need to be noted. Now, sometime what happened that we extend the exposure period. Generally, but if the period extend from 14 to 10 to 14 days, then the reduced target of the concentration of 300 ppm is adequate for a successful treatment. So I am repeating it. For general insect, it should be 500 ppm. For Trogoderma, it should be 1000 or more ppm. And if the exposure period is is extended from 10 to 14 days, then it should be 300 ppm or more for the successful fumigation. So after the exposure period of 7 days, general 7 days, lift the cover partially and allow the aeration. Allow the stack aeration till the phosphine gas concentration around the stack drops to 0.3 ppm or less. Why 0.3 ppm or less? Because more than concentration more than 0.3 ppm, it will be harmful to the human. Right? That's why a limit of 0.3 ppm has been prescribed. Further, the aeration should be done wearing the appropriate breathing apparatus. Right? What is the gas mask fitted with a right type of the canister or self-contained breathing apparatus? So at the time of when you are removing the cover, right? So gentlemen, this was the revised procedure prescribed by the BAS. In fact, according to my information, this revised procedure has not yet been adopted by the Government of India or the FCI or by any other agency so far. And therefore, till such executive instructions are issued, so it is suggested to continue with the old procedure. However, without compromising with the dose of the ALP, any agency can go ahead at its own for obtaining the better insect mortality. Okay, so you are not to compromise with the financial implications as well as the quantity of the aluminum phosphide. So you can go ahead, but till then the procedure is given you. They are prescribed by the concerned agency. The old system should be. Thank you very much, gentlemen. I am thankful to be here with me, and hope that this video must be liked by you. And if you find that is it, then subscribe it also, and further circulate it to all your friends for the better circulation. Thank you very much. God bless you. Thank you.